Hi.
Good evening, teacher.
Yes, good
Yeah.
evening. Okay. Actually, I waited for you. Okay. You didn't did you get in?
Yes, I
Mm.
got in, but I don't see you.
Yeah, actually, and I don't see you too.
Yeah.
So that's the
Maybe
reason.
some
Yeah, there
problem
would
with
be a
my internet.
glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, how was your day? How was
Yes,
your
I'm
day today?
fine. Yeah,
Okay.
nothing is special, and
Nothing is
I s-
extraordinary.
yeah I
Yeah.
see you are sick.
No, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm not actually, okay. Yeah, I can do that, okay, with all my power. Okay, so let's continue our lesson and let me share the presentation to you now.
Yes.
Okay, just for a moment. Okay, so we are now on unit 5,
Hi. Yeah.
right? And we will be going to continue discussing, okay, the one that we wasn't able to finish yesterday, right?
Yes.
And it's all about what's our lesson? Is there anything
Evening
on
on.
and talking about, okay, critiquing about, or talking about how we are going to, what is one, how we are going to give opinion, how we are going to give our honest to goodness critique to a certain film, to a certain TV program, right?
Yeah.
And we all know also that there were a lot of TV programs. Okay, and we discussed them one by one, and how are we going to give our opinion, right, to that
Yeah.
particular TV programs that we have. Okay, there were two things that we should have to remember in giving our opinion. So it can be positive, it can be negative. Okay, and
Yeah.
okay, now this time we will be going to listen and note the keywords that help you identify its comment as positive or negative. Okay? So
Yeah.
let's try to listen to them, to that one again. Okay, just for a moment. Okay, that's 36.
Recording 36. A.
Yeah, I didn't used to like it when it first started, but now I'm really into it.
B.
No, I'm not very keen on it, really.
Okay, so what do you think would be the comment?
It's negative. I'm not very keen on it.
Yes. Okay. So let's try to write that one. I'm not very keen. Okay. Keen on it. Okay. So when we are talking about very keen, and again, we have the not,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this makes us negative because of the not,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
okay. And when we say very keen, so that would be the positive one. If we will not going to use not, we will just going to say I'm very keen on it. So that becomes positive. But
Yeah.
since we put the not before the very keen, so that makes negative. Okay, let's continue and
Yeah.
C.
It's very well written and everything. The acting is totally convincing.
okay. So what do you think would
Uh,
be the keywords that makes it positive?
it's a very yeah. I forgot.
Yes,
It's
well written and totally
totally
convincing, right? Totally convincing. So when we are talking about convincing, Wait, convincing. The spelling is wrong. Convincing. Okay. So when we are talking about convincing, totally convincing, what does it mean, Anne?
I don't know the meaning.
Yes, okay.
The
What
con-
about well written?
Yes, I know. Is it possible?
Okay, that means when you say well written, that would be it was written very, very good,
Well,
right? Okay, so maybe the script, okay, the script that the writer, okay, wrote them very well. Okay, so that's
yeah.
well written. But when we say totally convincing, that means you are convinced that, okay, that's why it happens like that because of this, because of that, right? So
Mhm.
you convince, okay, by that particular film or a movie or a program. Okay, why is it you are crying? Because the actor and the and the script are well written. That's why it's very convincing. That's why people who watch that film make them cry, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Because of that. Okay. Next, let's continue.
D.
The plot is so ridiculous that I can't watch it.
So, what is that? The word is ridiculous, right?
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. So when you say ridiculous, what does it mean when you say ridiculous, Anne? Do you know what's ridiculous?
I don't know too.
Okay, actually, when you say ridiculous from the word ridicule, okay, so there's something, it's negative in it, right? Ridicule means something that what is one you disappoint, okay,
Yeah.
because the maybe the script, maybe the actors, okay, it's not very convincing, their acting is not very convincing, and that would be ridiculous. That means it's going to be something bad. Okay,
Yeah.
ridicule. Okay, that would put the let's say for example, um, let's say for example, when we say ridicule, that means talking about gender issues, right? You know what's gender issues? And okay, gender issues
Yeah.
like,
Gender is,
yes,
yes, I know.
yeah, issues about bisexuality, right? Yes, so this one. So issues of that. So there were girls who wanted to become boy or a man. There were also boys who wanted to become a woman. So that
Yeah.
would be bisexuality. And in that particular film, thus it shows that particular theme that, oh, they they shown in there about a certain gender issues that they do not agree with that particular gender, okay, because
Yeah.
they just only believe that only man and woman in this world, okay, so
Yes.
that is ridiculous. That would become hurtful to the feelings of those who are bisexual.
Yes.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
means ridicule. Okay, it in other words, something that what is this one? Other word for that. Okay, oh, let's try to research about that, Anne. Okay,
Yes.
so that we can
Yeah.
be able to understand what's ridiculous. Okay, oh,
Yeah.
just for a while, huh? Okay, because ridicule. Oh, you okay? Subjection. You are subjective. Okay.
Just.
So that means when we say subjective, um, that would be it. That you don't believe that there would be other gender aside from boys and girls. So that would be subjective. Okay, and
Yes.
yes, okay. So moving on to the last one.
B.
Some of the jokes fall flat, but most are pretty funny.
Okay, so the word is
Is is
pretty,
boy flat,
okay,
but
pretty funny.
pretty funny. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So when we say pretty funny, that makes you laugh, right? It's going to
Yes.
be funny. It's a comedy. So the film is a comedy. The film is not a horror because you laugh, right? Because
Yeah.
if you watch a horror film and then you cry or you laugh, something wrong, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So do you have any questions so far with this, Anne?
No more
No
teacher.
more. Okay. Moving on. Okay. Now let's try to read them first, Anne. Okay. Can you please say that? Oh, actually, I would like to make a comment about your what is one about
Record.
your
Yeah.
recording. Okay. Um, very well said. Okay, that's why I typed it there. Very well said. You know what's a very well said?
Yes. I
Okay.
I know.
Yeah. So uh, you said them clearly. I can be able to understand what you are talking, and yeah, actually, you just said them naturally. Okay, calmly. Okay,
Yeah.
you're not shouting. Okay, you're not angry. It's just the natural flow. It's just like you're just conversing, right?
Yeah.
I want you to keep that up on, huh? Don't
Yes.
forget them, okay? Because it
Yes.
will help
I
you
will.
improve your speaking skills, okay?
Yes. I
That's a
will.
good that's a good start, on, okay? That's a good
Yes.
start. That's
And
why I want you to keep on practicing,
yeah.
okay? Okay,
And
because yes,
I have questions.
yeah, sure.
Um, how will you how are you how do you pronounce the article the?
The
Some
it's the
I heard
uh,
some people
it's the
pronounce that the
yeah.
or the or the.
Okay, yes. Okay. So the okay, like for example, the 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 boys, okay? The boys, the girls. It's not the boys, the girls. In
The
American English, we pronounce that as the. It's
the
the, okay? Because the th pronounces the.
the
Okay, so the
boy,
pronunciation of that
the
is
girl,
the.
the
Okay, so therefore it should be the the
yeah
boys. But other countries, they they pronounce that one as the. Okay, the boys, the
the
girls.
boy,
Okay,
the
the
boy,
boy.
the girl.
But the correct pronunciation of that is the. Okay, th. It's a consonant
Yeah,
cluster. Okay, and that would be the. Okay.
yeah. And how about the boy and the girl? Is that right?
Yeah, the boys, the girls.
The the boy
Yes,
and the girl.
the girls. Okay, a boy. If that is singular, and remember this one, huh? Articles. Okay, we have articles, right? So what are those articles that we have? It's the a. Okay, sometimes they pronounce that's a, right? Okay, a. If that is just only letter, we have to say that as an a, right?
A yeah.
Yes. But if we use that one in a sentence, let's say uh,
Uh,
a teacher. Okay, we do not say a teacher. So
yeah.
it should be a teacher. But if that is a letter of the alphabet, we have to say
A
a, right? Okay, but if we were going to use that one in a phrase or in a sentence, so that would become a teacher. Okay?
yeah.
Okay, then we have also an. We have also the. Okay, now when do we use the a, okay, or okay, if we are talking of only one thing.
One, yes.
Yes, so like
Singular
a
noun.
boy, okay? And then if you're talking of many, that would be the boys, okay? The girls, a
Yeah.
girl, okay? It's just only a girl, okay? And so
Yeah.
remember that one all the time, huh? Okay, and then the an is used before, okay, if the first letter of the word after an is a
Um,
vowel letter.
about, yes,
Like
yes.
for example, an apple,
An
right?
apple, yes.
Yeah, so an apple, we don't say a apple. So it should be an apple.
Yes,
Okay, and
yes. So
yes,
there are two two ways to pronounce the
yes,
the
the
or
a and the a.
the the or
It's the. Okay.
the
Actually,
and
we
the
we have
boys.
to pronounce. But if we were going to use this one on, okay, what about they? Oh, that would be they. Okay,
They, yeah.
the 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 the. Okay,
They
but
they
it is
yes.
also pronounced as th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they. Okay, the the. Just put a y
The,
so that it becomes they.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
Because I I read somewhere that
You heard that? That
the pronoun of
is
the
the.
the
It's
is
the.
maybe different. Um, uh, it depend on the first letter of the afterword, like
No,
boy. Is that right? No.
no. Okay, we should have to
Yeah.
pronounce
Okay.
actually is the. So the proper pronunciation of that is the. Okay, the
Yeah.
boys. Okay, we don't pronounce that as the boys, the girls. Okay, so
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that one because if you were going to say that they boys, they girls, so as if you are pronouncing the they. Okay,
Yeah.
uh,
Yes. Yes.
they're boys, okay, they're girls, so that means it's a contracted form of they are, if that would be the
Yeah.
case, right? Okay, so
Yes.
follow all the time the the boys, okay, the girls, okay, okay,
The apple.
the apples,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, if it is only one, if it is only apple, an apple.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I know.
Okay. So let's try to say them again, Anne.
Yes. I'm really into it. I'm not very keen on it. Well written.
Written.
Total.
Okay. Written.
Well written.
That's correct. Okay. Can you say that one again, Anne?
Well written.
That's correct.
Totally convincing. Uh, ridiculous.
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 That's right.
Ridiculous.
One more time.
Uh, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Uh, pre- pretty funny.
Pity. It's pity, right?
Pretty
Sometimes,
funny.
yeah, it's pity. We have to pronounce them. The e in here is e, so pretty. So pretty funny. Okay.
Pretty funny.
Yes.
Pretty funny.
Very good. Oh, see? Wow. Congratulations, Anne. Okay.
Yeah.
I heard you. I heard you saying them very clearly. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Now, you're welcome. Now, for the listening, let's try to listen to the news. Okay, but before that, I would like to brag myself first, and when I was still studying as a college student, actually my first course was education. Okay, so I took up teacher education for 2 years. Okay, but just what I have said, I'm a frustrated doctor. I wanted to become a doctor since the school that I enrolled was doesn't have doesn't have a nursing course or preparatory for medicine. So the only preparatory for medicine course that they have is just psychology. So I took up psychology. I dropped my teacher education and I took up psychology. And during that time, okay, I was chosen in our department to represent to become it's a contest. Okay, when I was still a college student, it's a contest to become what is one um it's reporting. Okay,
Reporting.
so
Yeah.
yeah, so as if you were going to report, okay? Newscasting. Okay, so we
Yeah.
call that one is a contest for newscasting contests. Okay,
Yeah.
and all the departments, we have actually 30 students participated during that time, and I was lucky enough to win, okay, as
Yeah.
the best
Really.
newscaster of the year during that
Yes.
time. Yeah.
So
So
very
yeah, because my one of my dreams also is to become a journalist. To become
journalist. Yeah.
Yes, that is my second dream actually. If I could not become a doctor, so I will going to pursue to become a journalist or to become a reporter or to become a TV reporter. So that's my yeah, that's
Yeah.
my second dream. Okay,
Yeah.
so but it doesn't it doesn't become a reality. Okay, but anyway, going back to our lesson. Okay, so
Yeah.
listening to the news. Okay, now let's try to listen to the radio news headlines. How many different stories are mentioned? Okay. Oh, I like to what is one? I like to report having this particular thing, and then there would be microphone and reading something,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like a newscaster. Okay, so let's listen to that.
Recording 37.
Welcome to News 24. I'm Sandy Caulfield. Here are today's headlines. A report into the state of the world's economy predicts a downturn for European Union and North American economies, but says that China could become the dominant superpower by 2025. In other news, 15 members of the European Parliament protest about inefficiency and waste at the EU's headquarters in Brussels, why ecotourism might not be so good for the planet after all, and how scientists in Germany found a 3,000-year-old mammoth. In tennis, new star Bill Matson enjoys a surprising win over world number 3, and why the future of Formula One may be in doubt.
Okay, so this is Harji Kayan reporting. Okay, so that will be it, right? Okay, so how many different stories are mentioned, Anne? Would you like to listen
Uh,
it again?
yes, I get 5, but I'm not sure.
Oh, really? You're near to that. Yes. So you're just lacking only one. So that will be six. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So there were six different stories mentioned in her report. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. Now, let's try to take the topics that are mentioned. Then listen again and let's try to check. So number one, she mentioned about economy. Okay. What else aside from economy? She mentioned about
Um, the sport
again.
and another
Yeah, the sports
sport.
actually. Okay. Yeah, she mentioned about sport. What else?
Uh, the environment.
Okay, so she mentioned about the environment.
The
Yes. Then,
environment.
yes. No, sorry,
Is it
environment. Yeah. Okay, so the environment, and then,
politics
yeah, so she mentioned about politics too, and she mentioned
maybe
about
culture. How about the culture?
culture.
No,
She didn't
see,
mention that one. That would be science.
science.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Now let's try to listen again. Okay.
Recording 37.
Welcome to News 24. I'm Sandy Caulfield. Here are today's headlines. A report into the state of the world's economy
Okay. To the wealth economy. So she mentioned about economy, right? Okay. So
Yes.
that's right. Next.
predicts a downturn for European Union and North American economies, but says that China could become the dominant superpower by 2025. In other news, 15 members of the European Parliament protest about inefficiency and waste at the EU's headquarters in Brussels, why ecotourism might not be so good for the planet after all, and how scientists in Germany found a 3,000-year-old mammoth.
Okay. So she mentioned about
Environment.
environment. Okay. Because I heard there a mammoth, right? You know what's a mammoth? It's a mammoth.
The animal that has
Yes. Yeah, that's
uh,
also a
uh,
horn. It looks like
yeah,
a mammoth is the old elephant.
mammal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a mammoth. Okay.
yeah, dolphin and
Yes.
yes,
Okay. So that was yeah, it looks like an elephant, okay? Yeah, but the ancestors of elephant. So it's a mammoth. Okay, mammoth. That would be it. Next, let's try to listen.
In tennis, new star Bill Matson enjoys a surprising win over world number 3. And
Okay, in tennis, so she mentioned about
sport.
sports, so that's correct. Okay, next.
why the future of Formula One may be in doubt.
Okay, and she mentioned also politics in there, right? When she mentioned about the environment, she mentioned about politics, and of course, it's part of science also, right? And
Yeah,
right, okay. Now, learning tip in here on if possible, look for any visual clues that could help you. So when you say visual clues, what does it mean, Anne?
visual.
Yeah. Okay. So that means it's going to be something like a clue, okay, that you can see. That's why it's visual. The word visual is the eyes, right? It's the
Yeah,
visual. So it's going to be a clue that you can see. Okay? So visual. Okay? So just like what we did in here, there would be clues in here, right? That's science, sports. So these are examples of visual clues. For example, the pictures that accompany the news on television can help you understand the topic of its news item. Okay?
yeah,
Just like in a certain television, when you watch a news, they showed pictures, right? Yeah,
yeah,
so they showed picture, let's say if it's all about sports, so they were going to flash a picture about sports. So therefore, we can say that that's a sports, right? And then when it comes
Yes.
to environment, they were going to flash also pictures all about the environment, or they were going to put a caption on the screen on your TV, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can also see that one there. Okay? And okay, that will be it. Now, moving on. And now, let's try to listen again and write down the key points in each headline. Okay, number one, that would be downturn for EU plus North American economies, China dominant superpower by 2025. Oh, what year we are 2023 now, so it's
Yeah.
only 2 years from now, right? So two
Yeah.
years from now, according to that particular report, that China will going to dominate the whole country, or
Yeah.
the whole world. Do you believe on that, Anne?
I don't want that.
Yes, we too. We don't want that one. That China will going to dominate us. And if that would happen, there would be world war again.
Yes.
Right? So we
I'm
don't
so
like that
worried. I'm
one.
worried about that.
Yes. Do you like world war?
No, yes, of course.
No. Right? It's going to
Yeah,
be, it's not easy.
China on way to find any way to again have war in Vietnam. I think
Yes.
that's yeah.
Yes. And actually, here in the Philippines, there is this particular Spratly Island here in the Philippines that is a boundary of the Philippine Sea and China Sea. And the
Yeah.
China keeps on what is one keeps on getting that
Yeah.
particular island in Spratly Island, which is part still of the Philippines. That's why what we did was we put an armies to guard
Yeah.
the Spratly Island, so that because the China here on Chinese people already built buildings on that
Yeah. On
island.
that. Yeah.
Yes. So, but based on the Constitution, not just only on the Philippine Constitution, but it's also in the world's Constitution, okay, that the Spratly Island is under the Philippine Island. That is
Yeah.
not under the China. Okay,
Yeah.
but China keeps on getting that one. Yeah, because it's a boundary of their ocean, of their sea, right? Of the ocean of the China Sea and the Philippine Sea. That's
Yeah.
why. Okay?
So
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah, we don't
I
like
hate
that.
I really hate China government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that if that would happen, oh, it's going to be a world war on,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Now, the second one, what do you think? Let's try to listen again, Anne.
Yeah.
Recording 37.
Welcome to News 24. I'm Sandy Caulfield. Here are today's headlines. A report into the state of the world's economy predicts a downturn for European Union and North American economies, but says that China could become the dominant superpower by 2025.
Mhm.
In other news, 15 members of the European Parliament protest about inefficiency and waste at the EU's headquarters in Brussels.
Okay, so it's there already, right? Okay,
Yeah.
key points. So 15,
50%, 50% blah blah.
okay,
The world.
15, M, okay, E, peace. So when we say M, M, E, peace, that would be members of the Europeans or European Union protests. Okay, so there would be protesters, right? Protests about, okay, inefficiency. Okay, wait. Inefficiency, okay, and wastes, okay, at, okay, wastes at the Europeans, okay, a EU. So the EU is Europeans headquarters or HQ, okay, which is what's that that HQ that they are talking about?
HQ
In Brussels, okay? That would be in Brussels, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It's Brussels.
Brussels is somewhere.
Yeah, okay. It's Brussels. A double S. Okay. Now, we will be going to report this one, Anne, huh? So you are going to act later on as a reporter, okay?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, let's continue. That's why we have to put it in here. Okay. Next, let's try to listen.
Why ecotourism might not be so good for the planet after all, and how scientists in Germany found a 3,000-year-old mammoth. In tennis,
Okay. So, what is that?
Um,
In ecotourism,
the echo.
in eco, okay, ecotourism, okay, may not be good tourism, okay, may not good for the planet, okay? So that would be the ecotourism. Okay, not good for the planet. Okay, let's continue on.
new star Bill Matson enjoys a surprising win over world number 3.
Okay, wait. There's more, right? Okay, aside from that, scientists.
Scientists.
Yes, so scientists in Germany find how much? Oh, yes, find a how many how old? A 3,000-year-old mammoth, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
3,000 mammoth.
Yeah, so 3,000 mammoth. Okay. Scientists in Germany. Okay, next. After that, in sports, tennis, star, tennis star, Bill Matson, right? Bill Matson beats world number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so world number 3. Okay. And after that, let's continue on.
And why the future of Formula One may be in doubt.
Okay, so, and the future of Formula One
will turn down.
Formula One may be in doubt. Okay?
In doubt.
Yes, in doubt. You know what's in doubt?
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Good.
Okay. Now, we will be going to report this one on. Okay, so I'm going to give you a sample. Okay, supposing you are a reporter, Anne, huh? So
Yeah.
you are a reporter. That's why this is also form part of your homework. Okay, so you are going to say them as if you are a reporter. Okay, record your
Yes.
voice, and then you were going to um, send that to me next week. Okay. Okay,
Yes.
so this is a sample on how we are going to report. Okay.
And yes, we
Yes.
you will
Yes.
see that have any I have I any um able to become the reporter.
Yes. Okay. As if you are reporting. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is what you're going to say. Okay. Good evening. This is Harji reporting live at the DWXI station. Downturn for the European and North American economies, China dominant superpower by 2025. 15 of the, what's MEPs again? Of the
Uh,
15 of the, oh, let's try to listen again, huh? I forgot also. Okay, for a while. Huh?
Recording 37.
Let's try to put it in Hindi. Huh?
Welcome to News 24. I'm Sandy Caulfield. Here are today's headlines. A report into the state of the world's economy predicts a downturn for European Union and North American economies, but says that China could become the dominant superpower by 2025. In other news, 15 members of the European Parliament protest
Mm,
about inefficiency and waste at the EU's headquarters in
okay. 15 members, okay, of the European, European, European Union, okay? European Union protest about inefficiency and waste at the European headquarter in Brussels. Okay? Okay.
yeah.
Let's try to say them again. Okay. Now, okay, for our news today, this no, you are going to introduce first yourself, okay? Oh, this is Harji reporting live at the TWXI. Okay, for our news today, downturn for the European North American economies, China dominant superpower by 2025. 15 members of the European Union protests about inefficiency and waste at Europeans' headquarters in Brussels. Ecotourism may not be good for the planet. Scientists in Germany find a 3,000-year-old mammoth. Tennis star Bill Matson beats world number 3. Future of Formula One may be in doubt. This is Harji reporting live. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so that is what you're going to follow also, Anne, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
now, this is a headline, okay? So these are just only a headline. These are not just the content,
Detail. Yeah.
okay? Yes, this is not the whole story. These are just only the headlines.
Headline.
And
Yeah.
how many headlines? There were
Uh,
6
6.
headlines. Okay? Now, let's try to practice, Anne, because we still have time, okay? Okay, can you please do your part?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, go.
Hello. Good morning,
Okay,
everyone. I
you were
am.
going to say Anne. Okay. Let's say you are having a news, an evening news. Okay.
Yes.
So in reporting, you should have to look at the camera. Okay, you should have to look at the camera, and then you were going to greet them, and you were going to tell your name. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening. This is Harji reporting for our headline today. Downturn for the European North American economies, China dominant superpower by 2025. 15 members of the European Union protest about inefficiency and waste at the Europeans' headquarters in Brazil's. Ecotourism may not be good for the planet. Scientists in Germany find a 3,000-year-old mammoth. Tennis star Bill Madsen beats world number 3. Future of Formula One may be in doubt. This is Haji reporting. Okay? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go.
Good evening. Yeah.
Yes.
Good evening. This is An reporting for
Our
you
headlines.
today.
Yeah, our headlines for today.
Our
Our headlines for tonight. Okay, so you were going to say that, Anha. Okay, let's say good evening. Okay, good evening. This is on reporting live. Okay,
yeah.
so reporting live from, okay, from what station, from what TV station you are reporting on in Vietnam? What is the most
The
famous?
VTV1.
VTV1. Okay?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, good evening. This is Anne reporting live from VTV1 for our headlines. Okay? So this is would be your script, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
So VTV1 for our headlines. Okay, sorry. Headlines. Okay, and then blah blah blah. So you have to read them now. Okay? Okay. Let's try to
Yeah.
practice them, Anne.
Yeah.
I want to train you to become a reporter rather than a doctor.
Yeah.
So you will going to have another career at this time, okay?
Right.
Maybe one of these days you will be discovered, right? And you will become a reporter aside from a doctor, right?
I think uh, last day will not come.
Okay. Okay, let's go on. Okay,
Yes.
go.
Good evening. This is An reporting live from VTV1 for our headlines. Thousands for European
Yes. Europe,
and European and
North
North
America.
American economies. China dominant superpower by 2025. 50 50 member of the
European
European Union
Union
protest
protests
about inefficiency and
in
great
inefficiency.
inefficiency,
In inefficiency.
inner inefficiencies
Yes.
and great as
Europeans
Europeans a
headquarters.
headquarter
In Brazil's.
in Brazil.
Okay.
Ecotourism. Ecotourism may not be good for the planet. Scientists in Germany find a 3,000 years old mammoth. Tennis
Year old. Okay. 3,000-year-old. Okay. Again. Scientists in Germany.
scientists in Germany find a 3,000 years old mammoth.
Tennis star Bill Madsen
Tennis star Bill Madsen beats
beats world number
number
3.
3.
Future of Formula One
Future of Formula One may be
may
in
be in
doubt.
doubt. This is on. This is on.
I'm
This is on reporting. Okay? Oh, you have to smile to the camera, huh? When you are reporting. And then some reporters actually they do like this. They will going to hold their hands like this, right? Okay, so they will going to say, "Good evening. This is Harji reporting from live from this is Harji reporting live from VTV1 Vietnam. For our headlines, downturn for the European and North American economies. China dominant superpower by 2025. 15 members of the European Union protest about inefficiency and waste at Europeans' headquarters in Brazil. Ecotourism may not be good for the planet. Scientists in Germany find a 3,000-year-old mammoth. Tennis star Bill Watson beats world number 3. Future of Formula One may be in doubt. This is Harji reporting. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's try to
Ah,
practice. Repeat after me, Anne. Okay?
yeah.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening.
This is Anne reporting live from VTV1.
This is Anne reporting live from VTV1.
For our headlines,
For our headlines,
downturn for European and North American economies.
downturns for the European and North American economies.
China dominant superpower by 2025.
China's dominant superpower by 2025.
15 of the members of the European Union
15 members of the European Union
protest about inefficiency and waste at Europeans' headquarters in Brazil.
protest about in, in, in,
Inefficiency
inefficiency,
and
inefficiency
waste, yeah,
and waste
inefficiency
as Europeans'
headquarters in Brazil.
headquarters in Brazil.
Ecotourism may not be good for the planet.
Ecotourism may not be good for planet.
Scientists in Germany find a 3,000-year-old mammoth.
Scientists in Germany find a 3,000 years old mammoth.
Tennis star Bill Watson beats world number 3.
Tennis star Bill Watson beats world number 3.
Future of Formula One may be in doubt.
Future of Formula One may be in doubt.
Good. Wow. So, if you try to practice this one, Anne,
Yes,
sooner or later you will become a reporter. Okay? You can now apply at VTV1 to become the reporter.
yes.
Okay?
Let's believe that.
Yes, you have to believe on that, Anne. Okay? Yeah.
And after this pass, do you want to again your your do you want to again become a reporter?
Yes, if I had chance, okay, if I have chance, Anne, I have to. If someone will going to tell me, okay, can you please join us to become a reporter? I would like to do that, Anne.
Yeah.
I would like to do that because when you report, actually, there's there would be you will not going to memorize because you will just going to read them.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are copies in front of you, so you just have to read them with all of your hearts, with emotions, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think you suitable with this.
So thank you for that. Okay, because I wanted to become also a reporter. If I wouldn't become a doctor, I wanted to become a reporter. Okay.
You
Yeah.
can you can find 10 to do what as uh, you do the doctor and the reporter
Wow.
in the one have any chance?
Yes. Okay. Why not? Okay. But of course, I don't want to study anymore on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to study anymore. Okay. That's the problem. Okay. because um I don't want to study anymore. I don't want to memorize anymore. I don't want to be called anymore by my teacher, because I myself is a teacher now. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's why I don't want to become a student, okay? Because I'm a teacher now. Okay,
Yeah.
since we do have 3 minutes, and let's try to
Yeah.
practice more, okay? Okay, in preparation for your recording, okay? Or
Yeah.
repeat after me, Anne. Okay, let's focus ourselves that we are a reporter, okay? And you are going to report on your TV station in Vietnam, okay? Good evening, okay? Others might say good evening, okay? So it depends on how you will going to emphasize that, and okay?
Good
Good
evening.
evening. Yes, good evening. Or others might be going to be very lively. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Anne reporting live from BTV1 for our headlines. So,
Ah,
actually, when you become a reporter, and you should have to be very active, you should have to be very lively. That's
yeah.
the difference, okay? That's the difference of conversing and the difference of reporting, because when you are reporting, there should be powers, okay? So
Yeah.
there would be powers, okay? So let's try to do the powers ad, okay? Good
Good
evening.
evening. Good evening. This
Yes.
is an reporting live from BTV1 for our headlines. Downturns, downturns for the European and North American economies. China dominant superpower by 2025.
Okay. China dominant superpower by 2025. Okay. So you should have to have an emphasis. Okay. So
China
China,
dominant.
yes, China dominant superpower by 2025. Okay, go.
China dominant superpower by 2025.
Good. Oh, as if you're a reporter, huh? Okay. 15 members of the European Union protest about inefficiency and waste at the European headquarters in Brazil.
Um, 15 members of the European Union protest about inefficient, inefficiencies,
Inefficiency, inefficiency,
inefficiency and way as European headquarters in Brussels,
Brazil's.
Brazil.
Okay. Ecotourism may not be good for the planet.
Ecotourism may not be good for the planet.
Yes. Scientists in Germany find a 3,000-year-old mammoth.
Scientists in Germany find a 3,000 years old mammoth.
Very good, huh? As if I'm hearing a reporter. Okay. Tennis star Bill Matson beats world number 3. Okay.
Tennis star Phil Mickelson reached world number 3.
Future of Formula One may be in doubt.
Future of Formula One may be in doubt.
This is on
It
report.
is an reporting.
Oh, you have to be very lively. This is on reporting.
This is an reporting.
Or you can also say, this is An reporting live from BTV1.
Vietnam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see? So this is
this,
An reporting live from BTV1 Vietnam.
this is
Okay?
an reporting live from VTV1 Vietnam.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Okay, very
I
good.
think it is not suitable for me.
No, you can. Okay. You know what? This is form part of our lesson, Anne, because one way or the other, it will improve your pronunciation skills.
Yes.
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 Okay. That's why this one is included. Okay.
Yes. I
Okay.
will try my best.
Yes. So thank you so much for your time, and we'll see each other again next week. Have a good night. Bye
Yes, goodbye,
bye.
teachers, and have
Okay,
a good
remember,
night.
remember to become a
A
reporter.
reporter. Yeah.
Okay,
Goodbye,
bye
teacher.
bye.